Prayer.
How are you?
Are you good? You called me a long time ago saying that you are coming to see me. Now I was even wondering whether you are still coming.
I'm kind of happy today.
Okay.
Sorry
That's good
about
to
the
hear.
delay.
That's good to hear.
It's not that much though.
Okay.
But today, my supervisor,
Okay.
she's a very rude person. Every single time she shouts at other people. So you know what, today, I was like, no, not today. You will see me today. So she started shouting at me.
Okay.
I shouted back. When she started shouting again and again, I slapped her very hard.
Tell me it's a joke. Tell me it's a
I'm
joke.
serious.
How could you clap your supervisor?
You. I am, I was so serious. I was like, yay, she will see me today. She will see me today. I did this one time. She fell to the ground there. Ha! I looked at her, I was like, yeah, you, every single time. Huh? You think you're smart. Ha! But the problem is, I got fired on the spot. I got fired on the spot. That's why I got delayed.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't know what to do tomorrow.
But tell me something. Has this thing been happening before? You have been having a problem. Is it only you or other employees also have a problem with the same supervisor?
All the employees under the same supervisor. So I was like, no, not today.
So she immediately reported you to her superiors and then you were fired on the spot.
Yeah.
I think, well, I wouldn't want to blame you. These things do happen. Bullying takes place even in the workplace, and that's very sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
I was very hurt. I was like, it's been a long time since you're doing this to me. So now I need advice, Doc. I need your advice to know what to do next.
Would you like to continue working in the same place?
I don't know. I think that's the best because I have nowhere else to go.
Do you think you'll be able to get a job elsewhere?
It will take a long time. Thinking about it makes me kind of regret my actions, but feeling, the feeling of triumphing over something that has been bothering me for a long time.
Because I think maybe for in future, it's important for you to try and bottle your anger. I'm sure in your workplace, without blaming you, in your workplace, there are others who have been abused by the same supervisor, but probably they found a way of working around that same supervisor because nobody is the same. We are all different. So you should have found a way also to work around this same issue. We call that emotional intelligence.
Doc, what's that?
Yeah, where, many of us are intelligent mentally. But when it comes to our emotions, it's not everybody who is intelligent. Human beings are 3 in 1. The spirit, the soul, and the body. Okay? 3 in 1. Spirit, soul, and body.
Okay.
Now, the soul, which many people call the heart, is comprised of 3 things. The soul is comprised of the mind, it's comprised of the will, it's also comprised of the emotions. So, how you feel about something, those are emotions. The same way that you can, have mental intelligence. In other words, you are intelligent in your mind. You are powerful in your mind. You also need to learn how to harness your emotions so that you are emotionally intelligent. You are emotionally stable. Many people fail in life because they lack emotional intelligence. Many leaders fail to lead properly in businesses because they lack emotional intelligence. Because you see, when you lack emotional intelligence, it affects the words that you use per time and you end up regretting. It also affects some of the actions that you take. So emotional intelligence is very, very important. That's why I started by saying a human being needs to understand that you are 3 in 1, the spirit, the soul, and the body. The same way that you work on your spirit by praying to God and studying the word of God and listening to gospel music, you are boosting the spirit. And then when it comes to your body, we are encouraged by doctors to exercise, make sure that you move your body, you do some stretches, and you eat well, nutrition. All right? Do you see that? So you have the spiritual aspect, you have the body aspect, and then you have the soul. In the soul, most of the time people emphasize on mental intelligence, which has to do with the mind. But very few people talk about the will, your will. What you will to be done. That's subject for another day. But for today, what I'm talking about with you is the emotional aspect, emotional intelligence. I want to give you some homework. Actually, for you, because you are very close to me and you are my mentee, I would like to take you through a course where I can assist you with emotional intelligence. And I will be coaching you through the process to see what can be done next in your career, so that your emotional stability is there. It shouldn't happen again that you actually end up beating your supervisor. Yeah, you have lost your job, but there is no harm in apologizing. Do you think you could actually apologize to the same supervisor?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but thinking about my future, I think it's the best. Because she's the one who also deals with the referrals. So now it will be hard for me to get a referral from her.
When you have found a job elsewhere. I think the starting point will be for you to collect yourself for today, probably put it in writing. I'm sure they fired you on the spot. They wrote a letter for you. Usually they don't just do it, isn't it? They have to write a letter. You can show remorse by sitting down, read that letter which they wrote to you, make a response to it, and apologize. Okay? After a day or two, you go back to the office and you talk to the superiors, to your supervisor, to say, you know what? I really love working in this organization. I really appreciate the family that I have been with. You are like a family here. And I cannot imagine leaving this place. I'm so sorry for what I did. It was uncalled for. I was not supposed to beat my supervisor. No matter any mistake she would have made, she is still my supervisor. I must have respected her office. I think that's the starting point. So anytime you feel that now you have settled down your emotions and you can genuinely ask for forgiveness, because you see, the problem is if you do it too early, like maybe tomorrow you wake up, you say, I'm asking for forgiveness. You will get to the office there, and before you know it, you are already saying, but you also, supervisor, you were wrong also. There are people like that who try to ask for forgiveness, but they are still blaming someone. I want you to be at that level where probably tomorrow, before, let's say when you wake up tomorrow, we could say around 10 a.m., pass by my office. I will have a chat with you, and I will check your emotional stability at that level, whether you are ready. And I also want to see the letter that they wrote, the termination letter, so that I can assist you to craft a letter of response to them. I think you are one of the hardest working person in that company, and they will take you back as long as you apologize wholeheartedly. And when you go back to the office, you need to avoid, making any decision while you are angry. That's part of emotional intelligence. And you must honor the office of your supervisor. The person themselves may not be honorable, but you must honor their office. It's very important. I'm very sorry that you lost your job, and I'm sorry that your supervisor has been treating you this bad, but I think it can be sorted.
Thank you
Okay?
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
All the best. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.